Hello everyone, my name is Faviola Olvera and I am glad to be back with you guys for a little bit. I'm going to be filling in for a few weeks. I wanted to remind you that in-person classes are back for the Literacy and Learning Center. They are every Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30 at the First Presbyterian Church. They'll have snacks and childcare, and I'll post the information in the next page in case you want to contact somebody about the classes, and always feel free to contact me if you need more information, all right? Let's get started in a little bit. Hola a todos, me llamo Faviola Olvera y me da gusto estar con ustedes de nuevo. Estaré con ustedes unas semanas en lo que regresa la maestra. Les quería comentar que las clases en persona ya empezaron de nuevo. Son todos los jueves de 5:30 a 6:30 en la iglesia presbiteriana. Tendrán cuidado de niños y un poco de botanitas, y si gustan más información les pondré la información en la próxima página. Igual siempre están bienvenidos a comunicarse conmigo si necesitan más información, ¿ok? Bueno, comencemos. Alright, if you want to get some additional information about the Literacy and Learning Center ESL classes, the person to contact is Anna Norton. She is a senior program manager there at the center, and this is her number, 828-526-0863, extension 201, and she will be able to give you further information. But again, the classes are every Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30 there at the Presbyterian Church in Highlands. All right, let's get started. All right, before we read the text, let's look at the vocabulary that we will be seeing in the article. So while we read the article, I want you to look for these words, all right? In paragraph 1, suffer. 2, illness. 3, developing. 4, reduce. 5, amount. 6, oxygen. 7, diet. 8, conducted. 9, habit. 10, likely. 11, experience. 12, cognitive. 13, decline. 14, preventing. All right, let's read the article. All right, let's read the article titled, Flavonoids Can Cut the Risk of Dementia by a Third. People around the world are living longer. This means there are more people who suffer from mental illnesses like dementia. Researchers have found that food can cut the chances of developing dementia. In particular, if people eat food that contain flavonoids, they could reduce their chances of getting dementia by a third. Flavonoids are chemicals that give fruit and vegetables their bright colors. They help increase the amount of oxygen going to the brain. They are in produce such as blueberries, oranges, peppers, and strawberries. Researcher Dr. Walter Willett from Harvard University said, A colorful diet rich in flavonoids seems to be a good bet for promoting long-term brain health. Dr. Willett conducted a study of the eating habits and mental health of around 77,000 middle-aged people for 20 years. He discovered that people who ate more flavonoids were less likely to experience signs of cognitive decline later in life. The researchers said people who ate more flavonoid-rich food were 38% less likely to suffer from mental decline. Dr. Willett said this meant people in their later years could feel up to 4 years younger with the right diet. He added, flavonoids are powerhouses when it comes to preventing your thinking skills from declining as you get older. Adding color to your plate may lower the risk of cognitive decline. All right, let's go over the vocabulary words and the meanings and see if you were able to pick up any of them in the article. All right. All right, let's see how well you did in picking up the vocabulary and matching it to the definitions. Number 1, suffer is D, experience something bad or unpleasant. Number 2, illness is F, a disease or period of sickness affecting the body or mind. Number 3, developing is B, starting to get a disease or illness. Number 4, reduce is G, make smaller or lower. 5 is amount, it's C, how much of something. 6, oxygen is E, O2. 7, diet is A, the kinds of food that a person, animal, or community habitually eats. So a lot of these words you're seeing recently regarding the COVID epidemic. So reduce, you see a lot, when people say wear mask to reduce the probability of you passing or contracting COVID, developing. So if you begin to develop symptoms, when you start to get symptoms, and obviously illness is something that you see regarding the COVID epidemic right now. Oxygen, the virus reduces the level of oxygen in your system. So some of these you should be hearing in the news or reading about. Let's look at paragraph 2. 8, conducted is K, did or carried out. 9, habit is I, a regular way of doing something, especially one that is hard to stop doing or to give up. 10, likely, such as well might happen or be true, probable. 11, experience is H, encounter or undergo an event or happening. Number 12, cognitive, relating, it's L, relating to mental actions or processes. 13, decline is N, a gradual and continuous loss of strength, numbers, quality, or value. Preventing is, what is that one? Now that I move the other one because I don't know what that is. J, stopping something from happening. So again, you see the word preventing, stopping something, which you can also use prevention. It's another form of the word. So there are a lot of prevention, a lot of ways that you can prevent contracting an illness, staying 6 feet away from people, wearing masks. So that's probably a way that you're going to see it. Cognitive was one that we saw in the article, and it was talking about when it was talking about dementia, so relating to mental actions or processes. All right, so hopefully you were able to pick up the words in the article. I would suggest you go back and reread it now that you know the meanings to the words, and see if you can better understand the context. All right, let's go on. All right, so here are some of the flavonoid-rich foods. Like the article stated, flavonoids are a group of substances that are found in fruits and vegetables, and they have a lot of researched properties that are good for your body, and you can look those up. The one that they mainly talked about in the article was the reduced risk of dementia, but I have also read that they have an increased properties that are good for you, such as being antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. So definitely look them up. So here are some of the ones that they mentioned: berries, olives, soy and soy products, oregano, whole grains, wine, vegetables, black tea. I also saw white tea in another article, onions, celery, green tea, and citrus fruit. So if you want to research this further, definitely Google it and look it up in some of the sort of reputable health magazines, and you'll be able to find more stuff on flavonoids and their benefits. All right, let's go on and do the last activities. We'll do one more, and then the other two I'll post on there for you to do, and I'll also post the answers. All right, let's go on. All right, let's go over the multiple choice and see how many of these you are able to get. Number 1, who does the article say are living longer? A, researchers, B, strawberry farmers, C, people around the world, or D, old people? 2, what do flavonoids give to fruit and vegetables? A, color, B, flavor, C, hope, D, a bitter taste. Now here you see the word color written a little bit different, and it's because it's British English, and the same with flavor. So here we'd leave out the U in both of those words. Hope, a bitter taste. 3, what do flavonoids increase the amount of in the brain? A, color, B, oxygen, C, fiber, D, iron. 4, what foods were mentioned besides blueberries, oranges, and strawberries? A, a chocolate smoothie, B, bananas, C, steak, D, peppers. 5, what can a colorful diet rich in flavonoids promote? A, painting, B, taste, C, long-term brain health, D, meat dishes. 6, how many people did researchers look at in the study? A, exactly 77,000, B, around 77,000, C, more than 77,000, D, fewer than 77,000. 7, when might we be less likely to experience signs of cognitive decline? A, from the age of 72, B, after eating a strawberry, C, when becoming vegetarian, D, later in life. 8, by how much might flavonoid-rich food cut the risk of mental decline? A, 33%, B, 38%, C, 33.33%, D, 35%. 9, how much younger might flavonoids make you feel? A, years younger, B, up to 4 years younger, C, a lot younger, D, the number of strawberries you eat times 127. 10, what did a researcher say could be added to your plate? A, color, B, spinach, C, flavor, D, sauce. Okay, let's look at the answers and see how well we did here. So, number 1, who does the article say are living longer? And it's C, people around the world. 2, what do flavonoids give fruit and vegetables? A, color. 3, what do flavonoids increase the amount of in the brain? C, oxygen. 4, what food was mentioned besides blueberries, oranges, and strawberries? D, peppers. 5, what can a colorful diet rich in flavonoids promote? C, long-lasting brain health. 6, how many people did researchers look at in the study? And it's B, around 77,000. D, I gotta read the question first. When might we be less likely to experience signs of cognitive decline. D, later in life. 8, by how much might flavonoid-rich food cut the risk of mental decline? B, 38%. 9, how much younger might flavonoids make you feel? B, up to 4 years younger. And the last one, 10, what did a researcher say could be added to your plate? So that is going to be A, color. So I'm going to post 2 additional activities for you to do on your own, and I will post the answers for you to check and see how well you did. All right. Okay, so I have posted the true and false and the synonym match. So put it on pause for these 2 activities, do them on your own, and then go to the next slide and see how well you did. If you didn't do so well, go back and reread the article and look at the vocabulary matching, and then try it again. All right. Well, that is our lesson for today. I hope that you learned a new word or maybe a new phrase, and you are able to make a few more healthy decisions. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend and week, and we will see you back here next week. Keep practicing and stay safe.